This is an interesting one. It wouldn't let me stitch or duet, so let's take a look together.
Two professors did a study, and the study went something like this. They asked the research subjects a simple question. The question they proposed was, you're looking for work, and you have two job offers. Okay? Job offer A is going to pay you $100,000 per year, but your coworkers will make $200,000 a year. Job offer B is going to pay you $50,000 a year in a company where your coworkers make $25,000 per year. The professors found that fully 50% of Americans choose job B. It's actually at the heart of a lot of what's wrong in America, because these people don't want to do better themselves. They actively want someone else to be doing worse than them. It's not about them making more money. It's not, well, that person makes more. They're concerned about what other people are making.
All right, let's jump in. Here's the first thing. That is not the question the professors asked. It was not about job offers and making a choice between job offers. Let's get into it. Here's the study they're referencing, Is More Always Better? A survey on positional concerns. It did have two authors. It is two professors, and just for fun context, keep in mind later, it was published in 1998. The year is currently 2023. I say this in every video, but that matters. 1998, it's kind of a long time ago. Just saying. But back to the first matter at hand. What did the professors ask people? So the professors had a survey, and the survey had actually covered a bunch of things, not just income. But each question was set up pretty much the same. It provided two states of the world, so two scenarios, and it asked which one you would want to live in. I'm gonna summarize, you can pause it if you want, but in the case of the income, they're scenario A, your income's 50,000, others earn 25. B, your income is 100, others earn 200,000, and they say prices are what they reflect in the world now, and so money is worth the same in either state, and it's would you rather live in world A or would you rather live in world B? So just to really drive this home, a researcher is not going in and saying, you have two job offers, which one of these will you take? No. It is saying, do you want to live in world A or world B? Pick one. And maybe you're thinking hey, what's the difference? It's basically the same thing. It's not the same thing. Context matters, setup matters. So let's just be precise when reporting things. People were going through a list of scenarios and choosing which they would rather be true for them. In this case, this whole study is set up to explore the idea of absolute versus positional. So in world A here, you have greater positional income. You have 50,000, other people are making 25,000, your position is higher. Whereas in world B, you have greater absolute income. You're making 100,000, so that's more than the 50,000 you would have had in world A, but others are making 200,000. So you can think about it as one scenario, you have high absolute income. They also looked at intelligence, attractiveness, and other things. And in the other world, you have greater positional income, attractiveness, intelligence, etc. As always, the context, the purpose of the study, the research questions matter. This isn't about how people make decisions for a job. This is about the difference between absolutes and positions. It is true that they said 50%, and in the article, in the actual journal article, they say 50% too, but on their table it's technically 56%, but about half of people said, hey, I would rather be in that positional world. I want to make 50,000 to someone's 25,000 instead of making 100,000 when everyone else is making 200,000. So in that sense, the setup of the study that the person gives in that video, incorrect, that's not the setup. But the gist of it, that someone's saying, hey, I would rather make less money but be in a higher income position than make more money and be in a lower income position. That's true. That is what the researchers found. Just to put a real precise point on that is what the researchers found in 1995 when they surveyed 257 faculty, students, and staff at the Harvard School of Public Health. Now, do I think that the choices people would make in 1995 would be the same as the choices people would make today? Do I think that faculty, students, and staff at Harvard represent the general U.S. population? Sample matters, dates matter, context matter, just saying. Let's just revisit the sweeping conclusions this person's drawing from this research.
Part of a lot of what's wrong in America, because these people don't want to do better themselves. They actively want someone else to be doing worse than them. It's not about them making more money. It's not, well, that person makes more. They're concerned about what other people are making, and not what they're making themselves.
Is this study based on data in 1995 of people at Harvard really what's wrong with America right now? Probably not. Because let's just go back to what the study is actually digging into and learning. So remember, this study is about absolute versus position. So to say people don't care about doing better, it's people don't care about doing better if to you better means total overall income. If better means they care about doing better, making more money compared to other people, they actually do care about doing better. Or to put this in the terms of how the study is actually crafted, people cared more about their position with regard to income rather than absolute total overall income. Now, this study covered a lot of things, and for some things, people cared more about the absolute. So for instance, when it came to days of vacation, people just wanted the most days of vacation. They didn't care if other people, like, they didn't care about positions. So if other people got even more than them, whatever, they wanted the most days of vacation. And that was kind of like the idea that these authors were exploring. Like, do people care more about absolutes or positions? And not surprisingly, it depended what people are asking about. Do I think it's interesting that when it came to income in these hypothetical worlds where money is worth the same and things cost the same, people would rather have a lower income if they're making more than other people versus just like having more money? Yeah, I do. I think that's super interesting. No, I'm super interested in this. Like, follow up. Why? Why are people choosing this answer? Why are they responding this way? Do I think it's because they actively want people to do worse than them? Like, honestly, TBH, I think that's dramatic. Do I think it's because, like, they don't care about doing better themselves, they just care about other people doing worse, or they don't care about the money, or all of the stuff that this person says? No. But also, like, I don't know, maybe that is true. Like, does future research go into that? In summary, I would classify this as misinformation. I think this is misleading, and I think it's missing, like, the spirit, the purpose of the study. Like, did you read the study? Probably not, since you think it's about job offers. But, like, again, y'all, responsible reporting and just, I would need to see a lot more to convince me that these 200 and something people from Harvard School of Public Health in 1995 are really representing the problems in today's 2023 world. So much to unpack with every stat that you see. I guess that's the lesson.